What's up, guys? This is Coach Grant with First Down Training, and today we're going to be breaking down some of the best wide receiver upper body gym exercises you can do. Let's get started. Now, also, fellas, if you are a wide receiver and would like a daily off-season training schedule to follow with the exact gym exercises you should be doing as a wide receiver and the exact on-field drills you should be doing as a wide receiver, we break down everything with the exact sets and reps to follow, all mapped out for you on a day-to-day basis. So check out that very first link in the description below if you guys would like a 2-month wide receiver gym and field workout schedule. Again, very first link in that description below. Let's get back to this video. All right, guys, so all of these exercises that we're going to be covering today are exercises that you can do with limited equipment and limited space. So I'm in a garage gym that I use. We have a squat rack, we have a bench rack, we have weighted plates, we have dumbbells. We don't have any type of machines that you guys can use. So this is all free weight stuff that is great for football players. So this is great. If you have limited equipment, this is a perfect video for you to watch. So wide receivers obviously have to train a little bit different than other positions on the field, right? We have to be very fast with the movements that we do. We need to have a lot of explosion, a lot of fast twitch with everything that we do on the field. Now, we're going to get into some exercises for that specifically with the upper body later in this video, but this first exercise is going to be great to help you catching the ball. So when catching the ball, like, over the middle, jump ball, low pass, you need a source of grip strength, right? You need to have a strong grip to be able to make those tough catches. And a grip strength, obviously it's your hands. I would tie that into your upper body. So this is a great drill that you can do to work on that. So all you need is you need a weighted plate. You could use like a 10, you could use a 5, depending on the size you are or how strong you are. I'm going to be using a 15 in this case. So what you're going to be doing, you're going to take this plate, you're going to hold it here. This is called a plate flip. Make sure that you are standing and moving your feet back. Very, very easy to drop this thing onto your toes. And we obviously don't want that. So what you're going to do is you're going to take this plate and you're going to flip it end over end and catch it on the opposite side, staying solely in your fingers. Now, again, this is a great exercise to strengthen up your hands, strengthen up your grip, which will obviously help us catch the football. So I'm going to do this full speed one time. So you flip it end over end and catch. Make sure you're catching it away from your toes. Do not throw this and have it, if you miss, land right on the middle part of your foot. So you maybe want to do, I would say, 20, 15, 25 reps of this exercise. Plate flip is a great exercise you guys can do to strengthen your grip for upper body work in the gym. Now, grip strength, what are some other exercises you can do? I would say pull-ups. Pull-ups is a great exercise to help with your grip strength because you're hanging from a bar. That's obviously working on your back, your upper body strength, which is important for wide receivers as well. And then another thing you could do is maybe farmer's carry, right? Carry 2 heavy dumbbells, walk maybe 30 yards, set them down, pick them up again, walk 30 yards back. Anything that's going to strengthen your grip will make you a better player on the field. All right, guys, so this next exercise we're going to be talking about today is a banded push-up. So as a wide receiver, what do we need to focus on, with your routes, with the way we play? We obviously want to be as explosive as possible and try to move as fast as possible. So this banded push-up is a great way to activate that fast twitch with our upper body, which can help us with maybe blocking, help us with making plays downfield, breaking tackles, etc. So what you're going to do is you're going to take a resistance band. You are going to put your hands through the middle of this resistance band like so, wrap it around your back, and then all you're going to be doing is just a simple push-up with this resistance band around your back. So it's add some resistance, and we want to focus on exploding up at the top of the movement. So if you guys maybe don't have a bench, this is a very, very cheap alternative. I highly recommend people buy resistance bands if they don't have a lot of upper body equipment, because you can still get a great workout out of it, and it could translate to on-field play, obviously, explosion-wise. So all you're going to be doing is you're just here, normal push-up position, and you just explode up. There's going to be a tight resistance. You can maybe use a resistance band a little bit less than this, but I would recommend doing anywhere from 10 to 12 reps. So they're actually, I would say 6 to 8 reps of that, and focus on being as explosive as possible at the top of the movement to work on that upper body quick twitch. All right, guys, so this next exercise we're going to be talking about is a great add-on to any type of upper body day that you're trying to do in the gym, and it helps with explosion and just a quick twitch with the upper half, obviously, and obviously it makes us a more explosive athlete on the field. So this is an Olympic lift, and this is called push jerk, okay, or push press, I would say, but you're moving your feet like a normal shoulder press, right? Like let's say you have 2 dumbbells and you're pressing over your head to try to work your shoulders, your upper body. You're not moving your feet, right? You're solely focused on your shoulders. This one, we were trying to move my feet. We are like jerking my feet, essentially splitting my feet to work on that explosion and pushing that weight over my head, almost locking out with my arms. Not quite, I wouldn't say fully lock out and force it, but we are extending our arms on this movement. What you're gonna do is you need a barbell. If you don't have a barbell, you could do this with dumbbells. I recommend holding the dumbbells like right here at your pec and doing this type of movement. So to start this movement, you're gonna power clean this weight up, and all you're gonna be doing is you're just gonna simply dip down, make sure you have a good base, slightly dip down, explode up, lock out over the top, and jerk your feet. Now, when we do this, it is very, very important. Now, you guys focus on doing a weight that you guys can move fast, right? So a lot of times people will lift with their ego, especially in the football space, and they do a ton of heavy weight, and they don't get the most out of this lift, fellas. Take a weight that you guys can move around, whatever rep range that you guys want to try to work, but the goal is to move fast. On the field, we have to be able to move fast. So in the gym, we need to be on exercises like this, moving the bar fast and trying to explode at a fastest rate possible, because that's what translates to on-field play and how we get the most out of this exercise. So I recommend trying to stay in the 8 to 12 rep range, maybe I would say. If you guys have a different plan that kind of gives you a different rep range, that's completely fine. But make sure we're not overdoing it with the weight and we're trying to move the bar fast. All right, guys, so this next exercise we're going to be going over is very similar to the last exercise, that push jerk over the top of your head. This is going to be a single arm dumbbell snatch. So another great like upper body deemed exercise that's going to help you with your explosion, activating those fast twitch fibers or fast twitch muscle fibers, which will translate to on-field play for a wide receiver. So what you're going to do is you need a dumbbell. Again, make sure we are doing a weight that you guys can handle, not a weight that is too heavy where we're not able to move the weight fast. Bar speed and dumbbell speed on exercise where you're trying to be explosive is super important, fellas. We do an exercise like that with any type of weight, that is obviously going to be resistance and we're going to get something out of it, right? Now, like I said, there are a million different upper body exercises that wide receivers can do. Bench, shrugs, they can do front raises, you can do back exercise, obviously, and all that stuff definitely helps and it helps you put on size. I don't know if that's necessarily going to help you with performance. Now, by performance, I mean speed, explosion into your cuts, blocking, etc. Now, putting on size is important 100% because it helps you absorb hits. How you guys are able to absorb hits and take more hits is by having more muscle and more size. More force against actual force coming at you, because we play a very violent game as football players, is what you want. So you can't neglect those main core exercises. And there's a million different exercises that you guys can do that will help build up your upper body and your lower body for that matter. But these are more so performance based. That's why I'm going over these. So the single arm snatch, all you're going to be doing is you're going to make sure you have a good posture, good weight. You're not rounding your back on this, and you're going to pick up this dumbbell in between your 2 feet, and all you were going to do is you're just going to snatch up over the top and lock out that arm, and you are bringing that weight straight from the ground, almost like a shrug, and dropping under with that upper half and shooting it up. We're trying to be as explosive as possible when I do this. Very similar to the jerk, that push jerk where you're just splitting your feet. You're not splitting your feet on this one, but it's the same type of explosion with your feet. You pick the weight up, jump, and snatch this thing over the top of my head and drop underneath it. That's a great exercise for all wide receivers to develop explosion. I recommend staying in that 8 to 12 rep range on each side. All right, guys, I really want to thank you for watching. I really appreciate it. If you have any questions at all, don't hesitate to leave those in the comment section below. We always appreciate the feedback. It's always great to hear from you guys. And again, fellas, if you're a wide receiver and you guys would like a gym and on-field workout scheduled to follow over 500 plus wide receiver drills and exercises, all mapped out with the exact sets and reps to do, and we give you a video example of each specific drill, check out that very first link in the description below. We'd love to get you on that, fellas. I'll see you guys next time.